Hello, everyone. A little update on the situation in Ukraine. Apparently, Ukrainian forces brace for a bloody fight for Kherson. Now, this is going to be an update on the war, of course, but it's more of a discussion, a talk about the concept of war, period. Is that humanity needs to get beyond the need for war. We need to unite as one. That's what humanism is all about. That's what my organization is all about. So please subscribe and become a part of the future, because the future of society is beyond war, past war. It's going to be a relic, a bloody relic of the past, because we're going to have no more need for war once we're united, once we topple the corrupt elitists who control us, because that's the reason we have war. They kill us in the battlefield because they want more power. So you have the elitists on top controlling the various countries, and then you have, they want power. They want to control new land, strategic, organization, quote unquote, strategic objectives, tactical objectives. And then he sent the non-elitists, the people, to die for their notions, for their desires. That's why we have war. But in the future, there's going to be no more elitists. We're going to be ruled by ourselves. We're going to have, of course, we're going to have rule of law, but we're going to have the eternal system of governance, which will never collapse, which will never become tyrannical, because we have the technology right now to make it so we can evolve our situation to become what we desire to be, which is to have no more war. Of course, we need law and order, of course, but we're also going to focus on mental health, so that in parenting, so that the violence is going to plummet. Because in our current society, we cultivate violence through the elitist control over our lives. They take our money, they take our freedom, and they leave us with nothing. That's why we need to work jobs we hate. That's why we need to do things we hate doing, because they took away our freedoms. They took our money away so they can build more tanks, so they can enrich themselves. In our society, there's not going to be any multi-billion trillionaires, because the playing field is going to be more attainable. We're all going to be wealthy, instead of just a few who have basically parasites on us. We're going to have all. It's not communism. Communism was a utopian desire, ignorance of economics, for one. But anyways, that's just a little bit of a rant on the future, because we're not going to have war anymore. We're not. War is old technology. It's old. We need to eradicate it, okay? Joseph Marzullo, that's what I'm all about. Eradicating war, so that we can live in peace and prosperity the way we're supposed to. I've seen the future, and the future is bright for us. But there's also an alternative future where things go really bad, maybe for good. And we need to stop that kind of apocalyptic outcome. If we join forces, if we come together we can create our own society all over the world. Okay? We can congregate. We could focus, because we're going to be activists all over the world. United States, everywhere. Russia, everywhere. We're going to eradicate the politicians who don't have our interest in mind. We're going to reform the system to work for us. That's what humanism is all about. That's what I'm all about. That's the goal. That's the end goal of our greatness, our true potential to do great things. Okay? So they're getting ready for this battle. Apparently, Oleg, the commander of Ukrainian mechanized infantry unit dug into trenches west of Kherson, is confident his Russian foes will be forced to abandon the strategic port of by winter weather. Okay, but neither he nor his men think the Russians will go quickly or quietly. So we'll see how that turns out. So basically, there's going to be a big battle for it. But really, who dies, The people die. The elitists just move on to another fight. That's the issue here. Yeah, so basically, Ukraine is trying to attack as much as possible before the winter, because the winters out there are pretty bad. Everything kind of grinds to a halt, or at least they go very slowly. So it's all, they have to keep the weather in mind, And so hopefully, while we are against the war, okay, because we're not pacifists, we just see war as a useless concept. Well, war is a useless concept. It's only a tribal mind frame it's a relic from the tribal days where you invade the other tribe to take their resources. And this is a concept, a relic that lives on to the modern day. But this is only a useless enterprise when you consider that all of humanity are one. Then you realize, why are we fighting for this? Why are we support war if we're all one? Where we all can live great lives. We can all be immortal if we choose to. We can build anything we want to be. We can focus on education and healthcare and improving the lives of everyone. Then you realize war is nonsense. So that's all I'm going to say right here. Please do subscribe to me, and I'll return soon for another video. I'm working on some video editing stuff, so we'll see how that turns out. If you have any skills, please do contact me. All right, leave a comment.